In this video, we'll talk about the new Kickstarter from ALPAKA. It's called the Momentum Collection, and you have a duffel, a sling, and a backpack. The big feature here is the material used. It's called Axodyne, and basically it's ultra grid directly in-house from ALPAKA. As you can see, it's black and white, and it's a grid using UHMWPE fibers, exactly like Ultra. And if you look in the inside, you can see the same thing, and you have two layers here, one layer here, one layer here. So it's not a no lining situation, just that they have the same on the interior also. So for each of them, we'll look at the fit, then we'll do a quick tour of the bag. After this, I will give you one pro and one con for each of them. And finally, we will do a quick what fits inside. First, we'll begin with the backpack, then the sling, and finally the duffel, so you can just click where you want to watch. And in the end, we will ask the question, should you back this Kickstarter or all three of them? Just the backpack, just the duffel, just the sling? We'll find out. Let's go! Let's go for the quick tour of the backpack. As you can see, it looks like this, and I will put it out of the way directly. It's kind of the same as the ALPAKA AeroPack 16 liter right here. The layout is pretty similar, so I really liked this backpack, so I really like this one. As you can see on the front, nothing. You have the top pocket here with two sleeves and a keylish like this. Okay, perfect, ALPAKA standard keylish, and you can see the interior. You don't see a lot of contrast, because it's the same material. You have a handle on top, which is not so much padded, but it's okay. Here you have the harness system, and as you can see, it's a little bit more beefy, I think, than this one, but almost the same. Not so much padding here. You have the standard ALPAKA sternum strap, nothing crazy here. Then you have a luggage pass-through like this, vertical. You have some padding, but not so much. You have the material here. You have a hook, and if you look at the structure, as you can see, it's not a structured bag. It's kind of loose like this. Weight-wise, it's 700 grams and for 22 liter. If we go to the main compartment, as you can see, you have the back here with a kind of laptop sleeve, no padding, nothing. You have a water bottle on the inside right here, water bottle pocket, and then you have the main compartment and a small pocket on top right here that you can have a zip like this. So it's a pretty simple backpack. I like the layout, it works really well. And if we compare, as you can see, it's kind of the same thing with the water bottle here and everything. And then the final pocket is right here behind you. You have the standard ALPAKA on the back for flat items, maybe your passport or something, right here. Okay, one pro and one con of this backpack. So the first one, we'll begin with the con, I think, is the laptop compartment that we saw here. You have no padding or whatsoever here. And if you look at the bottom, it's kind of directly here. So no force bottom and no padding. So maybe not the most comfortable for your laptop, but it works. And the pro on this backpack, I think, like I said already, is the layout that is similar to the ALPAKA AeroPack 16 liter, but bigger at 22 liter. So that's a thumbs up from me. Here is a quick what fits inside. So I put some little things here. Let's start with the pocket here. I put a power bank. Okay, then I have my Soundcore Liberty 4 Pros. Then I have a Game Boy Advance SP. If we go to the main compartment right here, I put quite a lot inside. And as you can see here, I have a S packing cube from Peak Design. I have a M packing cube from Peak Design right here. Then I have a water bottle here. After this, I have my laptop, a big MSI gaming laptop. As you can see, as it's rounded, you have not so much space here, but it fits 15.6 big laptop. If you want the dimensions, let me know down below. And finally, here I put a packable jacket. And that's it for this one. Next. Here we go for the next one. It's the Momentum Sling. So it's a sling, same material like we said. The outside is pretty simple here. You have nothing on the back here. You have here to put maybe a stabilizer strap. You have the strap, standard alpaca. You can remove it like this and you can put it back like this. It's maglocks. You can remove also this. You can use it as a pouch. Then you have this and then this. And that's pretty much it. If we look at the pockets, so you have on the front the standard key leash with magnetic thing like alpaca likes to put, and you have the pocket, and as you can see, pretty plain, and you have the color of the outside ultra grid, which is Axodyne, and then here like this main compartment and a small zippered pocket here. So that's pretty much straightforward. Let's go to the pros and cons, one pro, one con. The first con for me is no handle on the back here. I really like when I have a sling like this to have a small handle. I don't have this here, which is not good from me. And then on the pro side, I think it's pretty roomy for 2 liters and 275 grams, which is super light for this sling. Now let's go to what fits inside. I put some stuff here just to show you. So on the front, I put a Game Boy Advance SP right here. Then I put my Soundcore Liberty 4 Pros right here. That's it for the outside pocket. Now going to the main compartment, I put a packable umbrella right here and a power bank, but you still have plenty more room to put more stuff inside. And that's it for this one. Next one. Now talking about the duffel bag, the Momentum Duffel, it's 820 grams for about 35 liters, which is quite a lot. Let's go for the quick tour. So on the outside, you have the same material as you can see with the light. You can grab it like this with the handles, or you can use a strap like this that you can remove. I attached it here and here, but you can also attach it here and here, or just on one side if you really like to do this. So that's it for this. You have here luggage pass-through like this. You can also use it as a handle, but it's a little bit weird. Coming here, you have a handle here with a loop, and the same on the other side right here. Now talking about the pockets, this is kind of the front of this duffel with this big zipper here. And as you can see, the inside is like this. It's the color from the Axodyne, and you have some sleeves here, one sleeve here, one sleeve here, and one sleeve here, bigger. Okay, that's this pocket on the side. If we go to the back, you have this kind of pocket here, a little bit smaller, and you have also this on the inside, and it goes up to here, okay, this pocket. Now going to the main compartment, if we open it, this is the main attraction of the game. And as you can see, it's pretty big. You have a lot of things going on here. So a big compartment and then some small compartments, zipper here, here, okay. Then you have the same zipper on the top, on the other side, and 2 more pockets like this. The rest is pretty plain and pretty big. So one pro, one con for this duffel. We'll first talk about the con. I think it's the handles. They are not padded, which I don't really like. I think if you carry a lot of things inside, maybe you'd want some more padding here. On the pro side, I think it's the weight to space ratio. So 35 liters, a big dump space here, and only 820 grams, which is super light. Thumbs up. Now let's go for a quick what fits inside. So I put some stuff here. As you can see, it's packed. If I open it, first of all, you have the sling, of course. Then you have the backpack, of course. And then here, it's interesting, I think, you have an M packing cube from Peak Design and an S packing cube from Peak Design. And as you can see, you can put one more, at least maybe 2 more, it depends how they are packed. But as you can see, this is the length of the duffel, 1M, 1S packing cube. Pretty nice, huh? And here you see the packing cube and the other one right here. So I didn't put anything on the other pockets, but you can still put a lot of stuff inside. That's it for this one. So finally, we have to answer the question, should you back this Kickstarter? Should you back only one of these bags, all three of them? Well, first of all, do you like this color? This is a big thing. You can see it's a little bit shiny also with my light right here. So it's a particular look. You really have to like it. I quite like it, and I find it pretty good looking when you see it outdoors, like you saw on my feet section. First of all, we want to back it, the look. Second, I think it's the fact that the interior is also the same thing, so it can be a little bit weird because it's maybe not as visibility friendly than orange or even gray. But then on the pro side, really, it's the technical material, it's the novelty factor, it's a good build quality. So if you are into all this, then you should back it. And the other question, which one or all three of them? Well, really, if you like this material, if you like the technical aspects and this kind of ultra grid, you can really back them all. It's a super nice collection. They are really lightweight and really good. But if I had to choose one, I think I'll go with the backpack because, like I said, I was a fan of the ALPAKA AEROPAK 16 liter right here, and this is kind of the same thing but bigger. This is 16 liter, this is 22 liter. So for me, it's an upgrade, and they upgraded also the material. So definitely this is my go-to. The second one I think would be the Duffel, because the Duffel is really spacious and I really like it. It's kind of a new design, so really thumbs up from me. And the last one I think is the Sling, because first of all, like I said, no handle, and then I don't think it's the best of the three. I think the other ones are better, and maybe there was a little bit more thinking that went into these two. But the Sling is also quite okay, I mean. And I think that's about it for me. If you like this video, don't forget to put a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.